Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's rally in Vilnius showcased his support from the crowds outside the NATO summit. But inside, Ukraine's effort to join NATO got a cooler reception.
We also made clear that we will issue an invitation for Ukraine to join NATO when allies agree and conditions are met.
The Ukrainian leader responded with an angry tweet. For Russia, this means motivation to continue its terror. Uncertainty is weakness. NATO members have made it clear that Ukraine can't join while it's involved in an active war, because that would immediately bring all NATO members into direct conflict with Russia. But Ukraine was still hoping for more. Sweden, however, got a pleasant surprise from Turkey, the country that had been standing in the way of its ambition to become member number 32. Turkey's Recep Erdogan agreed to drop his veto in return for concessions from Sweden that include the lifting of a ban on arms sales. Sweden and Finland's accession to the alliance turned the Baltic Sea into a NATO lake, a major blow to Russia's Baltic fleet. But controversy continued on another front, Washington's decision to give Ukraine cluster munitions, some of which failed to explode. Canada is against it.
Of course, we do not agree with the American position. We believe in our international obligations when it comes to cluster munitions.
Canada supported the effort behind a treaty banning cluster munitions that includes penalties against countries that use them. Ukraine's defense minister pointed out that Russia has been using them since the start of the war and promised they'd only be used on Ukraine's own territory, away from built-up areas. And there was no talk from allies of penalties.
We'll continue to provide strong military assistance.
And so the objections to the transfer of cluster munitions will likely be formalities. The priority for the nations gathered at this summit is that Ukraine win the war against Russia, whatever it takes. Evan Dyer, CBC News, Vilnius.